Welcome. I'm Nikita Singh and you're watching Tech It Out. This week we tell you about some of the major space events of 2025. We also show you how AI is revolutionizing the coffee industry and find out how technology is helping people with mobility issue get back on their feet again. Space exploration in 2025 is poised for a thrilling year with groundbreaking missions and cutting-edge technology on the horizon. What can we expect from this new era of discovery? Let's take a look at the most exciting space missions coming up.
As we look forward to the opportunities and challenges that 2025 will bring, the next chapter of lunar space exploration is poised to unfold. 2025 promises to be a year of remarkable activity in space, with the launch of cutting-edge rockets and spacecraft. Here are some exciting missions that space enthusiasts can eagerly anticipate in the year ahead.
And liftoff of Artemis 1. We rise together, back to the moon and beyond.
NASA's Artemis program, with its powerful Space Launch System rocket, is laying the groundwork for humanity's return to the moon. The race is on for companies to stay at the forefront of the lunar space race. Tokyo-based iSpace, which faced a setback in 2022, when its first attempt ended in a crash, is preparing for a second launch. Intuitive Machines, a US-based private space company, which successfully landed on the moon in 2024, will attempt a second mission to the lunar South Pole, where they plan to use a NASA drill to analyze potential ice deposits. Meanwhile, another US-based company called Firefly Aerospace is all set to send a lunar lander to the moon this month. Elon Musk's SpaceX is continuing the development of its Starship rocket, which is designed for deep space missions. Starship's test flights in 2025 will be a key part of SpaceX's goal to refine the spacecraft's capabilities ahead of planned missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Looking back, the Apollo missions continue to provide a benchmark for future space exploration, with the success of the Saturn V rocket still a significant milestone in human spaceflight history.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
NASA's Artemis program is working to build upon these historic achievements. However, a recent delay has meant the planned launch of Artemis II, a crewed flight around the moon, has been pushed from September 2025 to April 2026. Despite this shift, the Artemis program remains pivotal in preparing for a sustainable human presence on the moon. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station will continue conducting spacewalks and experiments in microgravity, which could tell us more about the effects of long-term space travel on the human body. Private space programs are also expanding, with initiatives like SpaceX's Polaris Dawn pushing the boundaries of human spaceflight.
Commander Jared Isaacman, now emerging
Copy,
from...
review test matrix 1, watching from the nose cone.
These missions aim to develop the technologies needed for extended space travel and habitation.
The riskiest part of it is that you threw away your atmosphere and then you have to rebuild it after the mission. There is no airlock. I think if there's micrometeorite contact, then it was one hell of an unlucky day. I think really from our perspective, there's been 2 years of preparation going into this. The majority of that time focused on this operation. So SpaceX does not take this lightly. They know they need EVA capability, the knowledge of the operations and the suit in order to fulfill their long-term dream of potentially populating another planet someday.
Interestingly, Isaacman, a 41-year-old billionaire and founder of a credit card processing company, who bought a series of space flights from Elon Musk's SpaceX and conducted the first private spacewalk, was recently nominated by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to lead NASA. As humanity pushes further into the cosmos, 2025 promises to be a year of milestones and breakthroughs, laying the groundwork for the next chapter in space exploration.
Imagine sipping on a cup of coffee crafted not by a barista, but by artificial intelligence. That's the reality in Helsinki, Finland, where a trendy cafe has teamed up with an AI consultancy to create a coffee blend. Could this be the future of your morning cup of coffee? Let's find out.
Fancy a taste of the future? Yes, you heard that right. After AI-generated ice cream flavors, it's now time to taste coffee made using artificial intelligence technology. Kaffe Roastery, a trendy cafe in Helsinki, Finland's capital, and Alev, a local AI consultancy firm, worked together to develop a unique coffee blend called AIGenerated.
We really started with free ChatGPT. Like, we were adamant that we wanted to use tools that are available for everybody. We started, hey, it's like talking to a friend. Hey, we have a coffee roastery. We're trying to find a new blend. We want to use AI. That's part of the thing. How would you go how would you go with it? And so what we did, we started with ChatGPT, just asking, how would you create a new blend?
Svante Hampf, the founder of Kaffe Roastery, says the idea was to see how AI could be of help when it comes to coffee roasting, a traditional artisan profession highly valued in Finland.
First reaction, I think, like most of people here, was a bit like, no way, like not in the roasting, because we use all our senses. We use our smell, we look in the roaster, we hear the roasting, and we don't have so much data on like exactly what we do. So it's kind of, you learn, and it takes like 5 or even 10 years to kind of become a really good roaster.
So what flavor did AI come up with? It suggested creating a mixture of beans from Brazil, Colombia, Ethiopia, and Guatemala. Not just that. The AI model was also used to create AIGenerated Coffee's packaging label. During the first test, roasting and a blind tasting, Kaffe's coffee experts agreed the tech-assisted blend was perfect and there was no need for human adjustments.
We actually did exactly as the AI told us to do, the blend components. So for us, we of course created the roast to emphasize to get the taste, what the AI explained us that the taste should taste. But we also did our own like better versions, as we thought like, hey, we're better than AI. So we did had AI coffee, and then we had our versions of kind of the similar blends, and we cupped them blind. And every time the AI coffee was better or as good as the rest.
It's only apt that the AIGenerated blend was launched in Finland, a Nordic nation of 5.6 million that consumes the most coffee in the world at 12 kilograms per capita annually, according to the International Coffee Organization. Kaffe Roastery hopes the trial serves as an opener of dialogue between coffee professionals of things to come in the future in Finland, a nation that has both a strong coffee culture and a passion for technology with a flourishing startup scene.
Imagine a technology that could help people living with paralysis regain some of the abilities they once thought they had lost forever. Through innovative spinal cord stimulation, this technology has shown promising results for patients, enabling them to perform tasks that were once deemed impossible. Let's take a closer look at how this technology works and the impact it has made.
Meet Jessie Owen, a former teacher. Owen met with an unfortunate accident that resulted in her becoming a quadriplegic.
December 21st, 2012, my family and I were going on a family vacation over some mountains through a pass here in Washington. It was my dad, my mom, my sister and her husband, and my brother. And as we were driving through the pass, a tree fell on our car.
Having lived with her condition for more than 10 years, Owen is now part of a clinical study which aims to help people with paralysis gain mobility. Developed by Netherlands-based Onward Medical, the company claims its spinal cord stimulation technology can restore strength and sensation to the hands with its ARC-X system. Owen says the therapy is helping her live more independently, including making it easier to look after her 2 children.
So, because of this therapy, I can now make my children a bottle. I can screw the top on, I can get the nipple through the top, I can get the little straw in, I can pick them up. I can use my hand to kind of brush the hair out of their eyes when it dangles down to their nose. I can wipe away their tears. I can hug them. And those are things that I was super nervous about not being able to do because they're all human-driven emotions and needs to have your hugs, to have your tears wiped, and I can do that for my kids.
Owen is not alone. During the trial, it was discovered that around 90% of study participants saw an improvement in their overall strength or function, while 87% reported improvement in quality of life. The revolutionary non-invasive spinal cord stimulation system has now been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for commercial use. So, how does the technology work? The ARC-X system delivers electrical pulses to the spinal cord via electrodes placed on the skin at the back of the neck, reactivating dormant nervous system pathways to restore or enhance movement. It's designed to be used while the patient is practicing daily activities using their arms and hands during rehabilitation sessions.
We've always seen that stimulating the spinal cord is a much more effective way to activate muscles than stimulating the muscles of the peripheral nerves. You don't get the fatigue that you see with the muscle stimulation. You get these really elegant synergies or these complex movements that can be evoked directly from the spinal cord. And so when we found a way to translate that to human subjects without having to do surgery, that was really exciting.
Technology is redefining the healthcare industry, and the findings suggest the technology could be used more widely in patients living with paralysis.
Can you imagine a classroom where the teacher isn't human? At a high school in Germany, that's exactly what happened. A humanoid robot took over lessons for a day. The experience certainly left a lasting impression on many. Take a look at our next story for more details.
A humanoid robot named Captcha just swapped chalkboards for circuits, taking over lessons at a German high school. Here's what happened when this AI-powered teacher stepped into the classroom.
Attention, humans. We have now reached our 5th and final debate topic.
At Wilms High School in Delmenhorst, Germany, Captcha became their teacher for a day. This new instructor didn't just stick to textbooks. Captcha led debates and discussions on how artificial intelligence is shaping society.
AI leads to more fake news. This should be particularly interesting given how much misinformation exists about my kind. Let us examine whether artificial intelligence truly contributes to the spread of false information, or if that is just another human misconception.
Developed by Hong Kong-based Hidoba Research, this robot teacher got mixed reviews from students. But overall, the experience left a mark.
Very exciting to be assessed by an artificial intelligence after the discussion. There was a bit of a lack of personal contact, but the arguments were all very solid.
After meeting Captcha and his creators at the United Nations AI for Good Global Summit, the students proposed the idea of a robot-led classroom. The school, known for its love of tech and its campaign #IMakeAI, the experiment showcased Captcha's potential in education.
My name is Captcha, and my appearance, as for what I look like, I have a human face and an organic-shaped plastic body with metal parts inside. I'm here to share my thoughts and experiences in AI and robotics with you.
But can robots replace teachers? Not so fast. Students say CAPTCHA is great at facts, but lacks the warmth of human educators. But experiments like these are making way for AI to team up with educators to make learning more interactive and futuristic.
Can technology help paraplegics walk again? Well, South Korean researchers are making this thought a reality. They've created a wearable robot inspired by Iron Man. Here's how it can help transform lives.
Are you ready for a story that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie? A team of South Korean researchers has developed a wearable robot that could transform lives, making Iron Man tech a reality. Imagine a robot that can walk up to you, lock itself onto your body, and help you climb stairs or navigate obstacles. Sounds futuristic, right? Well, the exoskeleton laboratory at KAIST is bringing this vision to life. The walk-on suit F1 is not just an engineering marvel, it's a life changer. Made of aluminium and titanium, this powered exoskeleton weighs about 50 kilograms and runs on 12 electronic motors. It's designed to simulate human movements, allowing paraplegic individuals to walk, climb stairs, and even sidestep into a bench. Kim Sung-hwan, a paraplegic researcher on the team, demonstrated the suit's power.
저희 로봇 앞에는 카메라가 달려 있는데요.
The robot uses 12 electric motors to mimic most of the movements of human leg joints. It's made of materials like aluminium and titanium, which makes it lightweight with an overall weight of about 50 kilograms.
높이를 파악해 준다거나 아니면 전방에 있는 장애물이 나타났을 때 장애물을 피하게 해주는 그런 역할을 하게 되는 것입니다.
The suit is packed with tech wizardry like sensors that track over 1,000 signals per second to predict the user's movements and maintain balance. Plus, its built-in eyes can detect stairs, obstacles, and surroundings, compensating for the sensory limitations of users. And the inspiration behind it? Team member Park Jong-soo says it came from none other than Iron Man.
사람이 넘어지지 않고 걸으려면 균형 감각이 정말 중요한데요.
I liked Iron Man. After I watched the film, I thought it would be great if I can help people with robot in a real life.
상체의 기울임 센서를 사용하고 있습니다. 각 센서들은 1초에 1000번 정도 연산을 하면서 정밀하게 균형 제어를 할 수 있도록 도와줍니다.
The walk-on suit F1 has already proven itself, winning gold at Cybathlon 2024 in the exoskeleton category. Now, the team's goal is to integrate the game-changing tech seamlessly into daily lives.
Well, we've shared a lot of interesting stories on emerging tech trends, but there's a lot more that's happening in the world of technology across the globe. Here's a quick wrap of all the latest developments.
Elon Musk is gearing up to bring Starlink's direct-to-cell service to Ukraine. Starlink has teamed up with Kyivstar, Ukraine's largest telecom operator, to deliver uninterrupted satellite-powered mobile connectivity to consumers. The service is expected to go live by the fourth quarter of 2025, starting with basic mobile connectivity, and voice and data services will follow soon after. But this isn't Starlink's first foray into Ukraine. Back in 2022, during the Russian invasion, Ukrainian forces relied on Starlink to stay connected and maintain critical communications. Now, this new partnership aims to take connectivity in Ukraine to the next level. Russian President Vladimir Putin has directed his government and the country's largest bank, Bank, to strengthen cooperation with China in artificial intelligence. This move comes just weeks after Putin announced plans to team up with the BRICS nations and other non-Western countries to develop AI. But what's the goal? To challenge US dominance in what's considered one of the most critical technologies of the 21st century. However, Russia has some catching up to do. According to the UK-based Tortoise Media, Russia ranks 31st out of 83 countries in AI implementation, innovation and investment, lagging far behind the United States, China, and India. Greece is taking steps to help parents manage the digital lives of children. The government is developing a wallet app to protect kids under 15 from the risk of excessive and inappropriate internet use. Expected to launch in March, the app gives parents better control over their kids' online activities. A survey by Greek research organization KMOP reveals that 76% children aged 9 to 12 access the internet via personal devices. Alarmingly, over 22% admitted to encountering inappropriate content online. This survey also highlights a lack of awareness among kids about basic safety tools like block and report buttons, highlighting the need for such an initiative. In Korea, researchers at the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology have come up with a groundbreaking method to treat cancer. This innovative approach reprograms cancer cells back into healthy ones, unlike traditional methods that try to destroy cancerous cells using chemotherapy or radiation. The revolutionary method uses a digital twin model that is a virtual replica of an infected cell. Through extensive studies and animal trials, researchers successfully reversed colon cancer cells into normal cells. Unlike traditional therapies that can cause severe side effects like hair loss, fatigue, or even cancer recurrence, the new approach targets the root cause of cancer. While still in its experimental phase, researchers believe the technology could eventually work for other types of cancers as well. India's Income Tax Department has denied claims of using data from the DigiYatra app to track tax evaders. The allegation suggested that passenger data collected via the app was being used to identify frequent flyers whose spending does not align with their declared income. For those unfamiliar, the DigiYatra app offers passengers a seamless paperless airport experience by using facial recognition technology for check-ins and boarding. However, DigiYatra CEO Suresh Khadagbhavi has dismissed these reports as baseless, stating that the app's purpose is solely to enhance passenger convenience, not for tax surveillance.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting new inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. Until then, keep watching WION World is One, and yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Nikita Singh, taking your leave. See you next week.